Hello guys, welcome to another Age of Origins video. Today's going to be a little quick setup on how to. I know sometimes there's been a few people that have asked how to set up the marches, so we're going to run over that real quick about how I've set up my marches. So, claim that real quick. We're going to want to first go to your heroes and make sure that the max fleet heroes and the fleet size bonus are selected. These two heroes will give you a bigger fleet, so you can send more troops for more damage. So we're going to start off with this one, and we're going to call it monsters, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to clear these out, and we're going to put one shielded infantry, one tank, and 1500 shredders. Gonna lock that there and bring these rest as one. Then we're gonna go to the middle row. In the middle row, it's just you're only gonna want one troops. So you lock them in. Just to distract from your main fleet. And then you're gonna go to your back row. Now in your back row, going to want to get rid of these. And again, you're going to go with the one troop. One troop. And we're going to want to send as many cannons as we can. Maybe a little bit buffer, just so that some of the wounded. And same with the sharpshooters. We're going to want some of those. And followed by making sure the rest are only one troops. And then once we leave a little bit of buffer there, what we're going to do is we're going to add the rest of our snipers. So it's going to look something like this. And that will give us the best damage. Just make sure that you have your bio zombie selected, which I almost forgot. And your best plane and zombies. So that should be how your number one should be set up. Another one that should be set up for bigger targets. So we're going to do this differently. So we don't want zombies involved into a PvP aspect. Then in the front row, we're going to want these a little bit more. So we're going to put 50 here. Let's use 125 over here. We're going to lock them in. Make sure that they don't get moved around. And we're going to use 50 here. And 50 here. That's going to be our front row. Then we're going to move into our mid row. And out of our mid row, we're going to want 200 of these, lock them in. 200 of these, lock them in. 200 of these. 200 of the lower rank. So that should give us about 5 squads, give or take. And then we're gonna give these ones 1 and 1, just because they're much lower tiers. And then we're gonna go into our back row. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna add our best shielders. So we're going to use 50 shielders. Lock it in. And our best EMP cannon. And we're going to lock it in there. Then we're going to, of course, follow up with our cannons. Our sharpshooters. And finishing off with some of the other sharpshooters. that is going to give us a better against players. So to see the difference of something like that, we're going to go into the challenge elite. We're going to compare damages. So we're going to go preset 1. And with the fighting, I'm going to try hitting the monster. As you can see, he's going to try aiming for all the little squads, while your main bigger squads will continue doing the damage. Since the backline is the one that has the biggest squads, they're going to keep fighting right until the very end. As you can see, now he's finally starting to attack the backline. So it gave us a lot longer of fighting time of being able to do damage. And as you can see, we did 4,600 damage. So that's the monster setup. Now, when we did the bigger target setup, it's going to look something like this. Of course, we can always add these because they're not going to die. In a player versus player, you don't want these because they'll just straight up die. As you can see, you'll still take them out, no problem. That's why into the smaller ones, we put a little bit of 1-1-1-1. Because as you can see, against this monster, or the mutant ghoul, he's going to kill everything in one hit. And lastly, our last squad. Boom. Now he's after our plane and and there we go. But you can see it did a little bit more damage just because it took him a little bit longer. So if you're going against PvP, you're going to want to use quad 2. If you're just trying to find a monster, let's say we look for one right now, level 28, and we use the monster setup. And let's see if we speed it up a little bit just to get there quicker. You will see monsters are not a problem. Right? Now, it is always recommended to hunt monsters because they'll give you a lot of commander XP, which you'll get more talents and therefore more experience. So it's always good to level this up so you can get more skills, bonus skills that can help you in either a development stage or a war stage. So that's a little quick how to set up your marches. I hope you enjoyed and stay tuned for more.